Good morning, Friday, December 27th, about 7:30 in the morning. Slept pretty good. I tell you one thing that absolutely sucks about being here, other than having leukemia AML, is this bed is such a piece of shit. The bed itself the frame is fine, although it's just a steel pan, and then it's an air mattress. But the air mattress and the controller of the air mattress is what sucks. It's supposed to adjust and so forth, but it always just leaves you in a big hole. It's a big hole right in the middle, and your hip hurts and your ass hurts, and it inflates a little bit and it deflates, and then sometimes the front deflates. They're just horrible. I talked to the nurse about it. They say everybody complains. People want different beds, but it's just a fucking bed. And so I just got sick of it last night, and I noticed that in the room when I came in, there's literally like 10 pillows they give you. I only need I got my own pillow, and I need like 2 under my legs. So I took every single pillow I could find, and I shoved it under the air mattress. And I tell you, it's like 80% better. There's no more hole in the middle. This is just crazy. If I'm coming back here, I'm going to bring one of those roll down Posturepedic mattresses, those space foam, air foam, whatever they are. It's like a 2-inch thick mattress. I'm going to bring that. Anyway, so yeah, just a lot on my mind. After all that talk with the doctor yesterday, it made me realize that I'm just barely, partway through the forest on this thing. I'm deep in the woods still. There's a lot that can go wrong. I'm staying positive and I'm hoping for the best results, but I got a long way to go, and there's a lot of bridges to cross, and so I'm trying to stay positive. It's a bit daunting when you start thinking about the whole journey and what I got to do. Just because I went through this induction phase 1, it's not like a guarantee. Oh, you do the chemo and everything's dead. No, well, she told me it's still in you, and it's going to come back. And they know that from past results. So that's scary, and not really what I wanted to hear. I was more thinking like, I go through this and I'm good, and I just got to get through this, and I get to the next phase. I get to the bone marrow, and I'm done, and it's out. Well, it's not 100%. So staying positive, but just a heavy weight, just added some more weight to my pack. And I know I've got good tools, which is all the medical stuff to get me through this journey. But man, there's a lot of bears in this forest. There's a lot of wild beasts out here that want to eat me alive. And it's weighing in pretty heavy. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. But I'm positive, and then I know I'm strong. I'm a survivor. I come from a family of survivors. And I'm going to do what I can to trudge on forward. So anyway, I'm going to check back in a little later. It's still pretty early. All right, 12:30. Just getting ready to order some lunch. Thought I'd check in real quick. Kind of an emotional morning. Got some emails actually from Taiwan, a person I know in Taiwan who's actually my brake pad connection. And she checks in on me, and she started mountain biking, and she was taking videos and asking me about her form and so forth. And she's so cute. That's Rachel in Taiwan, and she's wanted to know about my treatment, and so I had to type it all out and explain it a little bit, just being open about it. It just triggers some emotions, and it makes me realize and think that I am deep in this forest. I'm battling my way through. I've got these animals attacking me or ready to attack at any moment, and I can only take it one step at a time. I can only focus on the next step. So the bone marrow transplant, that's far off. I've stopped thinking about that. My next phase is this consolidation phase and getting the result of the biopsy from yesterday. It's a little stressful. And coming to the realization to know that this leukemia is probably still in me. Statistically, most likely it's still there and it's going to reoccur, and that's why there is the consolidation phase. So if there are some blast cells there and some messed up white blood cells, that would be to be expected. The ultimate outcome is there's none, and that's what I want. But so I'm hoping for the best, I'm braced for the worst. And one step at a time, that's the reality of this. So anyway, moving on from that, I had a great text this morning from my old friend Limor Levov. And Limor and I go way back to 1980, I think, when we were in school in Israel together. Our parents sent us to school in Israel, and we all went to this. It was an agricultural high school in a little town called Ramat HaSharon, and it was right near the beach, actually. It was so cool, and near Tel Aviv. And what a amazing experience that was. But anyway, Limor is this hot girl from Southern California, just drop dead gorgeous. We're all in love with her, and especially me. She's such a cool chick, and we were always stayed pretty tight after that. She was from Santa Monica, and she was a partier, and I was kind of a partier too. And God, she was amazing. She still is amazing, and we've kept in touch all these years. She ended up moving to Northern California, Alameda, then met some dude and married the dude, and lived in Livermore for many years, raised a kid, and now she's flying solo again, I believe, down in somewhere in SoCal, out in the desert somewhere. Anyway, so Limor sends me this text this morning of all these pictures of me wearing different glasses. She got on the glassesusa.com, and you can apply like a digital your image, and they'll overlay the glasses. And she's like, you need new glasses. Those glasses are not working for you anymore. And I thought, well, you're kind of right. I've been thinking about that. My other glasses are pretty chunky. When I had hair, it worked, but they just look like, not working anymore. Riding pretty high. So I jumped on to Smith USA, who I get a little love from them, and I found a pair of new frames and I ordered them up. Thank you, Limor, for making that happen. That was so cute. I was kind of pinging her back and forth. Should I get the titanium? Should I get the black? I went with the black, and she's so cute. It was so cool to have that interaction this morning. I loved it so much. All right, that's it for now. Hey everybody, it's about 6 o'clock, Friday, December 27th. Oh man, I took a shower, I got on the bike, I did a pretty long ride. About 4 Tool songs are pretty long. I feel like it was a good 35 minutes. I must have gone 3 or 4 miles. It was good. I cranked it up a little bit more. And so anyway, this is my 5th or 6th time trying to record this. Just emotional day waiting for that bone marrow biopsy result. And so Dr. Aurora came in a few hours ago, and she was all smiles, and she told me I had 100%, which is 0 blasts. God, I can't even do this again. And my bone marrow was perfect. Come on, keep it together. So I am just absolutely just stoked. I'm elated. This is a huge, huge gap. I just made it over. It's my first, there's like 3 large sections of this fucking forest I keep referring to that I'm in. And this is a massive river crossing, and fucking there was a nasty ass bear in there. trying to get me, and somehow I fucking got over that shit clean as a whistle. But it doesn't mean this AML is gone forever. This is a nasty mofo, and it can rear its ugly head at any time. It's a nasty bitch, and that's why we're doing the consolidation chemo, and then we will do the bone marrow transfusion eventually. But that's far off. I got a long way to go. So I'm trudging through this still. I am absolutely just pumped. I'm elated. I just was so stressed out waiting for that result. She was trying to call me last night. I must have fell asleep. She was pinging me on the UCSF message system. I don't even check that because it's so many blood tests and shit. I don't even like to look at it. But I'm going to turn those notifications off and only get the messages. So everybody, thank you so much for vibing me, praying for me, spiritual beating on your drum for me. Whatever you're doing out there for me, it's working. Thank you. Everything's working. I'm feeling blessed. This is huge because they typically, it happens, but they expect some cells. It's not uncommon. And that's why in my last videos I was saying I'm hoping for the best, bracing for the worst, and we got the best outcome. Oh God, look at that cue ball. Anyway, so I'm so stoked about that. So they would release me in 2 days actually, but if my neutrophils went up, I keep looking at my chart here. If my neutrophils went up to 1, they could release me, and I'm at a 0.5. And so I'm close. But the thing is, I have this enterococcus shit now, and it requires 2 more weeks of infusions. And they're going to try to get my insurance to okay a pump that they'll put her on a belt, and I will run this pump, and I'll infuse myself for the next 2 weeks. I don't know, but supposedly insurance isn't usually okay that, but they're gonna fight for that because they want to see me go home and get a break from this fucking little cell, this little think box. This is the think box, that's what I call it. And you do just nothing but you just thinking in this little fucking room. You're just in your head. There's not a lot to do. You're not driving around, you're not going to work, you're not feeding a dog or whatever you do. You're just in your head, you're just thinking. So I'd like to get out of the think box too, but it may be 2 more weeks. It is what it is, right? What can I say? But good news. Thank you, everybody. Love y'all for sending the good words. I've only told a couple people through text. I'm just going to put the video out and just see who watches that shit. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being there. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the vibes. Thanks for everything. All right. Love you all. Till next one.